Namaste. I hope you're doing well and slowly easing into this new season. Ugadi was on Thursday, and if you're like me, living here in North America, it may have felt different. Maybe you were working, doing school drop offs, cooking, dinner, and suddenly you realize, oh, it's Ugadi today. In this video, I want to sit with you in our real at home lives and talk about what Ugadi can mean for us as Hindu women living outside India and how we can celebrate it in simple, accessible ways, even when life is busy. What Ugadi is. Ugadi is the New Year festival celebrated mainly in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Karnataka. It marks the beginning of a new Hindu lunar year and the start of the spring season. More than the dates and astrology, I like to think of Ugadi as an invitation to pause, look at the mix of sweet and bitter in our lives, and to consciously step into a new cycle with gratitude and intention. Traditionally, families clean their homes, put fresh mango leaves on the door, make special dishes like Ugadi Patsadi, and visit the temple to offer prayers. But when you're here in North America with snow outside, work emails, and kids' lunches to pack, it doesn't always look like that, does it? Naming the North American reality. Maybe this Ugadi, you're forget until you saw a WhatsApp message. You wanted to make a proper festive meal, but ended up ordering takeout. Or you felt a little guilty that you didn't do enough, especially compared to what your parents or in-laws used to do back home. If you felt any of that, I want you to hear this very clearly. Your spiritual life is not invalid just because it looks simple or small. Being a Hindu woman in North America often means adapting our traditions to apartments, tight schedules, and sometimes very little community support. That doesn't make your devotion less, it just makes it honest. So, simple Ugadi meaning for me, Ugadi is not about how big the celebration is. It's about 3 small shifts in the heart. Gratitude, taking a moment to say thank you for carrying me through another year with all its ups and downs. Acceptance, acknowledging that life is a mix. Sweet, sour, bitter, spicy, just like the Ugadi Patsadi. We don't get only sweetness. Intention, choosing 1 or 2 gentle sankalpas for the new year. Not as pressure, but as loving direction for yourself. You don't need a perfect sari, a big puja room, or a feast to connect with this. You just need a few honest moments with yourself and with the divine, however you relate that. Normalized, accessible ways to honor practical ideas. If Ugadi passed on Thursday and you're thinking, is it too late? No, it's not. In spiritual life, it's never too late to turn your heart slightly toward God, toward Dharma, toward your inner truth. Here are a few simple, realistic ways you can still honor Ugadi this weekend or anytime in the next few days. 1 small corner, light a diya or a candle in your usual corner, even if the kids are running around and there are toys everywhere. Close your eyes for 1 minute and say, thank you for this new year. Please guide me. Mini Ugadi Patsadi feeling, if you can't make the traditional just take a few tastes, something sweet, something slightly bitter or tangy, and remind yourself, my year will also be a mix. I accept it with grace. Take a notebook and write down 1 or 2 sankalpas for this year. For example, I will speak a little more kindly to myself. I will create small pockets of time for my spiritual practice, even if it's just 5 minutes. Include your family gently. If you have kids or a partner, you can tell them in simple language what Ugadi means and ask, what's one thing you're grateful for and one intention you want for this year? None of this has to be Instagram perfect. It can be in your PJs with unwashed hair, between chores. That still counts. That especially counts. So if Ugadi doesn't look like it did in your mother's home or your grandmother's village, that's okay. You are carrying the essence forward in a new country, a new context, and that is not small work. As Hindu women in the diaspora, we're allowed to redefine what celebration looks like. Maybe for you, Ugadi this year is a quiet cup of chai, a diya, a heartfelt prayer whispered in your kitchen. That is enough. You are enough. If this message made you feel seen or a little lighter about Ugadi, I'm really glad in this space I want to keep normalizing spiritual practice as something we can live in our everyday clothes, in our everyday homes, without pressure or perfectionism. If you'd like more videos like this about our festivals, our marriages, our mothering, and our inner lives as Hindu women in North America, please subscribe and share this video with another sister who might be quietly feeling guilty or disconnected this Ugadi. So, from me to all of you, wishing you a gentle, blessed Ugadi and a new year filled with tiny but real moments of connection with the divine. Namaste.